Yeah, fuck it, sure. Fucking go wild. Yeah. You can flavor it how you want. Frost.
Okay, so I think for my weapon, that's right. I was going to take the Winchester 1897 shotgun, so I had a close range.
Absolutely.
And I was going to suggest, knowing we're going to be fighting a lot of people in armor, possibly
Ooh.
using things to hide in, to take the
I'm tired of
flame,
Roll20 just not working, so I'm putting it here.
to take the flamethrower as the special weapon, the M1A1 that ignores armor.
I'm so sorry. Why is so loud?
Oh, you can turn it down, my dude.
Christ, I did not know what would happen there.
That's all right. Like I said, I just got tired of Roll20 not working, so I just
Fair
turned.
enough. Everyone can hear the music still?
Yeah, we should be able to. Yeah, that is
I,
your that is your own personal volume, so you have to adjust Phasmo to.
It's so
I know, I
weird
know.
because I've
I just
never had a problem on Roll20 with the music. It's
I
so weird.
I
just
don't.
Rin.
And it's not just this game. Like another game where a DM plays music too. It's the same thing where I'm just like, it's not working, and they're like, it'll work eventually, and it's like, it's 2.5 hours into the game. I still don't hear your music. And they're like, oh, it's really cool too, and it's like, I'm sure it is, but we go over this. I can't hear it. So
By the way, Rin,
yes.
that is the stats for your thing.
The stats for
So for crew is 2, though.
crew is 2.
Yes.
Here we are.
Also
Loading,
not
baby.
tracked. This
Can
is
I?
just
Can
copy the
I?
Tiger King.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I call it the Tiger King instead?
Yeah, it's actually called the Tiger. Yeah, it's the Tiger 2.
Yeah. All right. So, I want to make a note that that is in fact like part of Sailor Bill's time because I did say she was going to be spending time
Mm-hmm.
working on it. She is going to have somebody help her repaint this, and
Yeah, absolutely.
it's gonna have the Hydra emblem. It's gonna have the Tiger King written on it, and like on the ammo that she's making for these, each of them is gonna say, "Guess what, motherfucker."
Sure thing. Yes, and you literally what is her name? Ashlyn will help you with that.
Sweet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Frost. You had your flamethrower idea. Is everyone cool with the flame? Because you get as a group one special weapon from the
We
American weapon list,
we would
and
have a bazooka, an M2 60 millimeter, and M1 81 millimeter. Both think those are mortars.
I gotta pick my weapon still.
Then an MK2 pineapple grenade, an M8, and an M9 A1 rifle grenade.
yeah, rifle grenades you would have multiple, but
And then the M1 A1 flamethrower.
Alright. I see all the American stuff, but not their equipment. Where is it?
I
Vehicles,
had it.
ships,
Let's look
ordnance
at it.
tables? Might have found it.
52.
52. No, I'm way off. Okay.
Yeah. So you can each get 2 weapons from the small arms, and then as a group 1 from the special weapons.
52. Okay. Yeah, I want. Definitely everybody should get an M1 Grand for that Clink of Death. Clink. Let's see.
Good
Special
weapon.
weapons. Yeah, it is. It's a real good weapon. Bofors AA 40 millimeter. Just overkill on anybody.
So I gotta go look up something else apparently for the shotgun. It's like, see shotguns in Savage World for something.
Oh, what is it? What is that one?
Hmm.
Oh, right. That gun is also in Savage World, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want
okay.
that. I want the howitzer.
The howitzer?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a special weapon, my bud.
I mean, it's
It's
pretty
a
special.
it's a special weapon,
it's
but it's not a special weapon.
it's pretty special to me. Okay, so what's an M2? Oh, it's a mortar. Okay. May not move is a special property. All right.
Yep, it's one of those. You have to plan it before you shoot it.
You plop it down and you hope for the best. Smoke grenades. None of the special weapons stick out to me. That's just not how she rolls. But I think I'm already using the revolver. Or was I using the British revolver? I'm using an Enfield. By comparison, it's exactly the same.
So we get 2 weapons each and then 1 special?
Yeah, 2 small arms and 1 special for the whole group.
I'm good with the flamethrower since I heard you talking about it.
Yeah. Shay, any?
I can just take the revolver. I don't need anything.
Yeah, I will actually just take a Garand.
Sure.
So let me plug that in. Also, hello everyone. We are here and live.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So we are ready to go.
Yep.
Just about.
Just about?
Just about. I'm just plugging in the Garand notes, but I'm ready.
Sure. Well, I will start talking then.
Yeah.
Getting us. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. So to begin our little game here, first off, hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome to probably the last session of Diesel Dragons. It's been a lot of fun. It was a bit of an experiment on my side. Thank you, my players, for letting me use you as test subjects. And yeah, to begin properly, bit of a recap. Last episode, the group returned to the city of Serest, and began to plan and rally with their allies when they learned, thanks to a captured Underdark Republic spy, that the matriarch of the empire was arriving in Serest. A very powerful blood mage, and every single soldier is her thrall, making her extremely powerful, which is in a area with a high concentration of soldiers, like an occupied capital. But they also saw this an opportunity to kill her, and began to make plans on how to essentially just go and do that. Also, Han reunited with Galniza, confessed to her not only her feelings, but also the fact that she was responsible for the bombing of the headquarters of the Daughters of Loth, or partially responsible. Made an impassioned speech while Grigori sat on a rooftop with a gun pointed at Galniza just in case. Galniza received a vision from a strange entity, or received words of comfort from one. Her eyes faded to a purple color, and she, for a few hours, cried in Tan's arms, having decided to turn away from the Empire in that moment. Adding to them a person on the inside who has agreed to get them some explosives for their plan, which involves, I believe, which I believe is to blow up is to plant explosives on one side of the railway and knock over the train and then kill everyone who crawls out of it, I believe is the plan. You also plan to have your mind flayer friend, the Ulithard, try to break the connection between a blood mage and the thrall using his psychic abilities. And I think that is the plan currently. Yes. If I am correct, Grigori, you were headed off to scout out a good location for the ambush.
Yeah.
Han, you were helping Ulithard and Gulniza figure out if they could break the connection between a blood mage and their thralls. If I remember correctly.
Yes.
And finally, and certainly not least, Saelathil, you were trying to figure out a way to improve and also just sort of decorate your mech. And so I will need from Grigori, I'm going to give you each a +2 to this because you guys have you're being assisted. Grigori, I need a survival from you.
Sure.
Saelathil, need to look at your skills so I know exactly what I'm going to make you roll. Not hacking. Definitely not hacking.
Maybe repair.
Yeah, I'm going to say repair. Roll repair with a +2 because you're having help. And then Han, roll a spell casting or magic, whatever the fuck it's called in this game. +2.
+2, so 9.
Jesus Christ, you've such a high.
Okay.
7. Okay.
What did you need me to roll again?
Survival.
6.
That's true. That is a 6.
Would you say mechanically inclined will come into play here?
Read mechanically inclined for me.
Your character is good with mechanical or electronic devices and can more easily figure out how to use or repair them. Gets a +2 bonus on knowledge or repair rules required to use, design, troubleshoot, or repair such devices, engines, radios, sets, encryption devices, electrical, hydraulic systems, machinery, etc.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. So that's a +4 then.
That is in fact a +4 because you get assistance from a friend, and that's will give you double. Fuck it. I don't know if that's a rule or not.
It's all good. Let's do it. Wow, that's with a +4. Okay.
That's a +4. You guys do have your Benny. You have 3 Bennies. So if anyone wants to try again, you take the higher one.
I'll use one.
Sure.
8.
8.
Yeah,
That's raised.
6. Yeah.
It's better than 6.
Actually, yeah. Let's see. I'll use one. Yeah.
There you go.
That's a 15. Don, are you going to spend it, or are you happy with yours?
I'm happy with 9.
Okay, cool.
Excellent.
Oh. You are not supposed to be there.
Oh no. The ace.
There we go. Yeah, no, I was playing with the cards. Yeah, so excellent. With the 15 actually, which I believe is only, let's see, 8 to 12. Is one short from 4 raises. With the 15, you find a spot. It's excellent. There are some. There's like an old ruined building that you can hide in. Won't offer like cover against like explosives, but probably against small arms. There are trees around. There's a hill. Good spot. Train tracks are there. music on my end cut out. Oh, we're good. Never mind. Yeah, you find a decent. Sorry. You find a decent spot. Salathil, you spend the following time waiting for any reports or any hint that they're coming through soon. With your tank, which you've named the Tiger King.
Yeah.
You easily paint it. Do you think you've maybe solved the ventilation issue, so it's a little bit not as hot in there when it runs for a while? Um, it kind of ruins the look of the machine a little bit, but it should be still functional. Shouldn't have taken away any defensive or offensive capabilities from the machine. And you also carve little words into the rounds you're shooting at things,
Yep.
because
That's
you're
what you do in wartime.
that's what you
It's
do in
fine.
wartime. You waste time doing that. I think they only did that to bombs, honestly.
Yeah, well, that was more or less what I was going for. It was just like
Yeah.
painting on little.
Yeah, you're having fun. You're having fun. Ton, you enjoy some time being able to be sort of open and honest with this new person, with Galniza. It's still kind of awkward. She does like forgive you, but you still did help blow up her leg. So it's a little
But
I could
awkward.
make you new legs. Stop being angry.
it is very evident that she feels guilty about that.
Yeah, oh for sure. Yeah, she's like, I get you feel guilty, but like,
Um,
there's that issue won't be solved today, and you both realize it, but you believe it can be solved.
yeah.
Yes, it's not like a yeah.
It's not like you blew up my vagina. Ha ha ha.
In a different way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ba, 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 ba.
Charlie Chaplin.
Anyways, but yeah, you will work with her and with the Ulithard, and trying to find a way to sever the connection between a thrall and a blood mage. Um, Honestly, not that connection was never really explained to Galniza, probably to stop people from doing that to the matriarch, trying to like control that information. But with an 8, you're not positive it will work under sort of battlefield conditions, but you think that maybe you have something the Ulthar can do to it will not a guaranteed success. It won't automatically succeed. But the Ulthar can try try something to try to sever connection. It won't be permanent. But you think you can do something.
Yeah.
So that is the first round of preparations. The time's getting closer from what your estimation on travel times. You guys gonna have to start doing this pretty soon. Is there any last minute stuff you guys do? Any last minute conversations?
Yeah. Tunnel will, like, she's making like plans with Galniza, she'll ask if she has the capability to dispel as well.
Let me look at the stat block. That's not how you spell blood. Okay. She does have the ability to dispel, yes.
If I feed you some of my blood and this severed connection comes back up, would you be able to suppress it again?
I'm sorry, if you give her some of your blood,
Yes.
And what do you want it to do exactly?
I was asking if I fed some of my blood to power her magic,
Mhm.
would she be capable of using dispel to keep the connection on the matriarch weekend, or just for any of her spells, whatever she thinks is more useful.
She could pull power from you, but like I said before, it's 1 power point per wound.
Mm-hmm.
So like she would have to start to kill you to draw power from you,
Okay.
which you
Running
get the feeling
slows.
probably not willing to do.
Okay.
Yeah. And the just so we don't run into this later. The ability to sever the connection between a blood mage and the thralls that you have discovered is psionic. Um, and so only
Okay.
the Ulathard is currently capable of doing that. He would have to. I will let you try to find a magical, an arcane way to do it, but it will require another roll with a higher difficulty.
Gotcha.
So you could try that, but that's what you would be able to do for the last minutes.
Okie dokie.
Anything else?
Um. No, that's all. We'll do what we can to cover our bases. Do we get armor, like little body armor, or anything?
Uh,
I don't know how that works.
You have best body armor. Don't be shot.
Yeah.
It's called duck and cover.
Okay.
It's called have guy in front of you get shot instead.
Use dead fascist as body armor. It make great body armor.
yeah, I will say that they would provided some protection. So you guys also have access to like steel helmets from an earlier sort of escapade.
We do.
Um, you do, and they provide +2 armor, and a 50% chance to protect against a headshot. So that's fun.
Love it.
And uh, you also get a flak jacket, but they're quite heavy. I will let you guys wear a flak jacket if you so want, but they're heavy.
Hmm.
As someone that
Me
won't
and
be
a
doing a
tank.
lot of moving, I will enjoy a flak jacket.
I'm in a tank. I don't need armor.
Tom may have to move around a lot to.
So there's two. I'm reading. There's two ways to wear a flak jacket: just the jacket itself, or put a steel plate inside of it. Um, the steel plate adds +2, so you have +2 from the flak jacket, +4 with the steel plate, but it would slow you down.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Sure. Do you want to add the steel plate?
Yes.
Okay, that's a +40 armor. So that's I believe a +6 with everything. Anything else?
Nope. We'll just continue to look for ways to make the matriarch vulnerable.
Everything. Grigori and Sailthil, what are you guys doing?
I have a tank. I don't need armor.
That's true. Do you have any last minute preparations?
Nope. I've done mine.
Absolutely.
Now that we've scouted out, I think I'm going to want to set up like a sniper's nest somewhere for extra protection.
Set up a sniper's nest. Or you have
Like even
time.
if it's just like some little thing I can dig up in a hill overlooking the area we're gonna bomb.
Yeah, absolutely. This would be another survival check, actually. That's a 7. Okay. Um, yeah, you dig it. It will provide you cover. However, once you start shooting people, it will be pretty noticeable where you're shooting from. because there's like a noticeable like little defensive structure.
Yeah, he's basically going to hope that it'll help him when chaos erupts after the thing
Sure.
gets blown up. That's like there's people shooting at him from like 10 feet away. They're not going to pay attention to a hill, maybe.
Yeah, you never know. Fantastic. Okay. Well, you all um you all begin the last few days, and then it comes down to the last sort of few hours as you guys leave the city you guys leave the city, get your vehicles, get your fucking tanks, and begin to head out. You're with your little crew. You have your partisans, you have the Ilithari, and you have your own sort of smaller strike force of your own resistance movement. With Jean-Luc, I have those fuckers in there somewhere. Yeah, with the prisoners you rescued and some people from the laundromat that you guys have
They're joining
recruited.
too? Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming. I have an official list. Karzog and Jean-Pierre. That's the name.
Jean-Pierre Kazan.
Jean-Pierre and Karzog. Yeah, they're showing up.
Does Edward the Fence want to join?
No. Do you ask?
I don't want him selling out information.
Sure. That's fair. Yeah, you guys.
Harper,
With all-
though,
I get it.
No, it's fine.
Excellent. You guys head out with our little team, discussing it. Essentially the partisans are going to go on one side of the tracks, while the Ilithari go on the other side. These are two sort of the largest, quote unquote, I guess units, the largest units you have. So that no matter what side they keep that the soldiers take cover on, someone will be shooting at them from the side they can't take cover on from, I should say. So the question is, do you want, because you hopefully which way the train will fall, and they'll probably get out. So if the train like falls like this way and the top's this way, the people will probably hide on this side. Because there'll be emergency hatches and stuff like that. Do you want the partisans or the Ilithari to be on the side where the people don't have cover?
Well, here's the thing. The Ilithari are just mindless thralls.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the partisans are communists. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know what that means.
No, they're in the joke that they are used to mass charging to their deaths. So it's fine.
Okay, yeah.
It's,
you know what? That's not untrue.
Yeah, I do.
These are sweet Cinnabon partisans. How dare you? They make banners.
And that's true as well. They are dwarves though, so they're lower to the ground, so they might have a better chance.
These aren't modern artists. These are like 1930s artists. So like, they've all seen some shit.
Yeah, they're ready to fuck some shit up.
They're not pansies. These guys probably fucking like been doing cocaine for every day for 60 years. Like they're fucking, like they're tough.
If anything, it'd be better. It'd be good to put the partisans on the less protected side, because they can chase out the people hiding, and then the Ilithari can pick them off when they start popping up to shoot at a bunch of dwarves and gnomes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's just a bunch of like shopkeepers, and then all of a sudden a bunch of naked ass dudes with machine guns start mowing them down.
Oh no, they have clothes now. The Ilithari have clothes now.
No, they take the clothes off for the fight.
Just bravehearted.
Paint themselves purple.
They're like, what the fuck is going on? Naked people everywhere.
This is the weirdest town ever. We should just leave.
They're wearing clothes.
All right.
Wearing shirts that say "Wish I were naked."
I do think the Ilithari probably would be better for it. Just on the less defended charge, only because they are thralls, and like this is me thinking out loud, not Salathil. She would never say, they're not people and they're expendable. But if it's us looking at it from a top down perspective, the Ilithari would be better because it's a bunch of thralls.
They
Yeah.
also, they
Well,
also
that
have,
and-
like psychic protection too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
they
pain,
also,
pain suppression stuff like that. Which
they're also psychically linked, so they can fight as a single entity.
Exactly.
whereas yeah, like you like one partisan gets shot, they all might freak out and start running.
It's suddenly going to be red light, green light up in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Also, the Ilthari will have at least one person near, at least one member of the Ilthari nearby each of them, so you have a connection to the hive mind, just so they can be like, "This is what's happening over here." So you do have a tactical advantage that way. You're able to get sort of moment by moment information.
Yeah, once stuff starts getting like hazy and there's smoke everywhere, it's going to be really useful.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, yes.
On the way though,
Mhm.
Ton's gonna look to Kalnisa and smile and just say, "So what does Sindoma mean?"
You have to remind me with that.
I don't know what it means. You said she called me Sindoma once.
Oh, right. Yes, that was, you guys are having lunch, I believe.
That was when she was in the hospital after her leg got
Yeah, it was
blown
the
off.
hospital.
Oh, right, yes. Roll yes, sorry, I had to get reminded of the context. It's been a while. Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 9.
9. So I assume you'd ask this in private.
Yes.
She kind of looks at you and says, "That was the name of someone I fought with before we came to the surface."
Are they gone?
They're gone, yes.
She reaches out and just kind of gives her arm a squeeze.
Sure.
I should not have brought it up. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's good to think of her every once in a while. She sort of kind of smiles very sadly and continues to prepare.
It sounds like the world is a lesser place without her.
Yes. Yes, it is. Anything else before it starts?
I can't think of anything.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. You all roll out. Now, one last thing. I can't believe I forgot this. You guys have 2 tanks.
We do.
That spiderback.
Oh,
With the spiderback.
The spiderback counts.
Yeah, the big
tank.
spiderback. Yeah, it's a tank. It's not as good as a tank as your mech, but it is a tank. What's the plan with the tanks?
Load up some of our people into it.
Yes, I'd imagine.
We named that one.
The Othari have named the spiderback.
Oh,
That's
that's
theirs.
right.
Yeah, they've taken that. That's theirs.
Oh, well then, there you go.
Do you want the same thing, like one tank on the other one side, one tank in the other kind of thing?
Heck yeah, give him the old pincer.
Yeah.
Sure. I just wanted to know so I know where to put it. Excellent.
Yeah, we'll give them the old hammer and anvil.
No, hammer and anvil. Yeah. Jesus. Fantastic. Okay.
Man, if any time if there was any time that anyone has had a chance to finally defeat the matriarch, this is it.
Or die trying.
Or die trying.
We'll either be heroes or die horribly, and then the entire town will be subjected and turned into thralls, and
Yes.
we let that planet burn while we go to space.
That planet burning go to space. That is not how Starfinder works.
It can.
No. Anyways,
Galneza can have a robot leg.
Or
at least says
leg made
okay.
of blood.
Made of blood. Any Hoozlebees. You guys head out in your trucks and your various armored vehicles, to the ambush spot. Because hunker down, you plant the tanks further back in the trees so they're harder to see from the train. And you wait. And you wait. And you wait. You guys got there a little bit early. Quite a bit early, so just in case your timing was off. Probably more days in advance. Yeah?
At the moment, before the train arrives, like once there's just the faintest hint of like sound in the distance, she's gonna take the magic item she has and do a little meta magic, and then because this spell has kind of become trademark for me, she's gonna mass cast deflection
Sure thing.
on everybody.
Yeah. Roll your stuff.
Oh, it doesn't say. Hang on, spell cast.
That's weird. Usually does.
Yeah, I thought it did before.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Well, it's an 8.
An 8. Okay. So this is the magical item designed to spread magic over a larger group of people.
Yes. I think I'd like to spend a penny and see if I can get a raise.
Sure thing. Yeah. You have one raise with that.
Oh.
So it's a success. Yeah, an 8.
Wait, hang on.
An 8 is a raise.
Yeah, something happens on a raise, I think.
You have 3 bennies, so you could spend another one to try to get higher.
Oh, so if it is a raise, then they get even better deflection.
Yeah, so it is in fact a raise. It's penalty plus 4. It's also against max armor effects, area effect weapons. So you could spend a benning to try to get even more. So the higher you get, the more raises you get, the more people this will affect as well. I'm going to say this with an 8, it affects more people. So you could try again.
Let's just try again.
All right, spend 1 benny. Nope. With an 8, I will say you can get your little team and a quarter. You can get your little team and either a quarter of the Ilithari or half the partisans.
She will do an 1/8 of the Ilithari and a
quarter of the partisans.
The partisans, yes.
Sure.
There's
you
no
cast
discrimination here.
Sure.
So she has this like little meta-magic symbol, probably a symbol of just because I feel like it's thematic. A symbol of Martel, with like a little spinny piece, and as it just kind of like rotates, there's like a brief shimmer of a shield going around all these people.
Absolutely. You hold out this little pendant thing. This little center angel spins, and spreads the magic to quite a few people. It's a very impressive little thing. Eventually the angel stops spinning, and the magic on it is expended.
Yep. And then the last thing she's going to do in preparation is detect conceal arcana.
Sure.
On herself and Galneza, since they are mages.
That's absolutely true.
So I will need 2 casts for that.
Sure thing. That's very, very good. You cast your magic. You all hide and prepare for the event. Eventually, you begin to feel a gentle shaking of the ground as the train approaches. You can see the stack, the steam of the train as it begins to move closer and closer. And in the distance, you see the official royal imperial train of the matriarch of the Overdark Empire. You see the massive armored cars, the three giant tank turrets, one on a forward car, one on a back car, and one in the middle. If you can see from the side, which from this angle you cannot, you will be able to see. There are the windows have metal shutters that they can pull close to defend the passengers, but also allow them to look out when there's no threat. There are these larger portholes that are probably for sticking guns through, probably machine guns. It has the large on one of the forward cars has this large painting of their official crest, which is of course the red flag with the white circle and the black spider in the middle. It begins to roll forward, and Ligdon, your explosive expert, hides inside of a bush, his hands on a plunger, ready to detonate, and hopefully capsize, I guess, this train. It begins to roll. Does anyone do anything as it approaches? You guys prepare any actions? You guys shoot at it? What do you guys do?
Definitely getting ready with the, just keeping the gun trained on the train.
Trained on the train.
Train.
So I will. Who's in the tank or the mech with me?
Ashlyn. You will be controlling. You will be using essentially her shooting stat, which I believe is pretty high. Let me look it up. Okay. Yes. So her shooting is a D10 specifically for armored cars like tanks, something like that.
Jesus, AP 35 on that baby. Oof.
Yep.
Okay. Which will actually be 39 because the tank hunter.
I'll use my action to kiss Gelney, so that's it.
Sure.
Nice.
Yes, because again, she kisses you.
Yeah. Kissing is a free action. No.
Kissing is a free action. Yes.
I will tell them to get the 88L71 turret aimed. I'm gonna tell them to specifically light a shot up with the engine, so that they
Absolutely.
can't reverse the train either.
Make that shit explode.
Sure thing. Yeah. I'll have you roll it for that because it's more fun if you roll it.
What is their
when
shooting stat?
Their strength stat?
Shooting
Stat? It's a D10.
D10. Okay.
D10. Yes.
And make sure.
Oh, I know what Gregory will do. He's going to see if there's any, like when you have a train like that, because it's not going to be moving super fast because it's so heavily armored. There's sometimes you have some people maybe either poking out up top or patrolling on the top, being lookouts. So if there's anybody on top, he's fucking getting got.
Roll a perception check or a notice check. Sorry. 7. You watch as a guy exits one of the forward cars near the engine, and there's a little moment where you see him as sort of your vantage point before it hits the explosives. There's a guy, you can try to shoot him.
How visible is he? Like,
it would be a difficult shot, but you could theoretically do it.
I mean, visible to the train. Like, are there windows I can see him? That kind of thing.
Here's what I'll say.
Because he doesn't want to like shoot him, and all of a sudden the train comes to a halt because it.
The train will pass over the explosives before they have a chance to come to a stop.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm letting you shoot this guy for fun.
He just takes a deep breath, lines up the shot, and just for the Republic and homeland.
Okay. I'm going. Let me check these official stats of these creatures.
Dang, that's a with a 3 low.
Unfortunately, it's a D12 plus 3. Unfortunately, that does not hit, and it's a hard shot. You fire, it misses. He turns. The train passes over the explosives. Shunk.
That was just the distraction before the train tips over and he falls off and gets crushed.
He yells, and we'll cut briefly to the inside, just before the explosion. A few cars back, not directly near the front. It's a very well appointed car, very comfortable. And inside is the matriarch. She's sitting there discussing with honestly, you guys are. She's here on a reason. There are some important people on this train. She's discussing with them, kind of ironically discussing the prototype you're in right now, Salafil. Discussing what to do with it. They want to do some battlefield tests with it before they put it into mass production. So they're going to build a couple and probably put them into an alpine, like a mountainous area. It's a little bit colder, so maybe the overheating won't bother them as much before they spend the resources to deal with it.
We'll consider this the battlefield test.
Use the battlefield test. There is a loud sound from further up the train, and some shouts go out as a few of one of the members in this car, a general, kind of turns around, kind of puts his hand onto a gun and says, "What was that?" And then, boom. I'm going to roll some things once I find my dice. Give me a sec. Got him. Look at this cool bag my mom got me. Look at that.
That looks so neat.
Yeah, it's great. My mom got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I love it.
I missed it. Where is it?
It's a dice bag.
Nice bag.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like the design on it. The birds.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it. I really like it.
The word, as they say.
Bird's the word.
As the kids are saying.
Oh, and actually, I think. Oh no, now it's way too late. I was gonna say, since I had to change the special weapon, because it's like, oh, I can't wield it. It requires way too much strength. So I was gonna take the rifle grenade launcher to give to Ligdon.
Sure, you can do that. You guys can if you gotta take the rifle grenades. They're grenades you put on the end of a rifle and you shoot them. If you guys want to have some rifle grenades each, you guys are gonna have some rifle grenades each. I won't stop you. Yeah.
I was like, well, that one I can actually shoot. I can't do like flamethrower.
On the same vein, I have to actually take the carbine, not the regular Garand, because it also has a strength cap.
Sure, I will say Ligdon has a strength of a D8. You can have a flamethrower if you want to have a flamethrower instead.
Oh, give it to Ligdon? Hell yes!
You can have flamethrower, and you can.
He has the flamethrower. Woo!
You all get flamethrowers.
You're getting flamethrowered. But yeah, so he's sitting there, flamethrower on his back, shunk, explosion. I rolled really well on that on that thing to see how much. The explosion goes off. The head car, the engine, I should say, is a little bit past the explosives, which was the plan. The plan is to get the middle, get that rocking, and hopefully off, and then kind of pull the rest of the train. Off of
like when a semi flips over, once that weight starts going, it'll pull everything with it.
Yeah.
And then I hit the engine for good measure.
Roll a d10 and a d6. I'll let you roll your wild die as well.
That's 7.
Well, that's 7. Actually, no, yeah, I'm sorry, that's 7. You fucking roll damage.
Oh gosh.
The thing has armor.
So the AP is at 39.
39.
What's the damage on this thing? It's not listed here.
What's it called?
The 88L71 turret.
88L. There's a thing. I don't know why they put the damage. Oop. Here is it. Vehicle, howitzer. The 88L71.
Yep.
That is 4d10 plus 1.
4d10.
Nope, sorry. 48. Damage AP. 48, actually.
Plus 1.
What? There's 2 damage. There's AP and an HE.
Oh, AP's armor piercing, so it'll
Yeah.
reduce the armor needed to break through it, and then HE's the high explosive.
Okay. Yeah.
I think for hitting an engine block, probably want the.
I will do HE. We'll do HE for now. We'll ignore 39 points of armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say the high explosive is
so-
probably the best choice because we're trying to just damage this car.
High explosive means it will use the burst thing, so it'll do a big AOE.
Oh right, yeah. You have 2 different type of rounds, right? So yeah, you use either or.
Yeah. Okay, let's do the armor piercing. That way, it goes through any plating and just shreds the inside of this train car.
Absolutely. Roll 40-10 plus
Yeah,
1.
because we want this thing to just stop.
10
Yeah.
plus 1. Okay.
21?
21. And AP is 39 still.
39. Sure, yeah. So you do not get through all of the armor. You get through most of. You don't get through 1 point of armor. That's all I'm going to say. So it does. I'll say it does 20 points.
Yeah.
I'm not sure actually how armor works in this game, but I'm gonna say it is. And you fucking just put a hole right through this thing. A lot of shit is damaged. It still like technically works. Probably needs a second shot. But
Now you swap to the high explosive.
very explosive. Unfortunately, that was your only held action. But the back of the sort of the middle and back of the train does lean over. Someone gets it kind of goes up and over, and there's a big thudding sound as the train sort of scatters and moves out, and the hit from the armor piercing shot does like rock the engine itself, and so the engine doesn't flip and turn over, but it does end off of the rails at that point, and sort of spins. So the engine's sort of facing towards you as the rest of the train kind of swings out pretty widely.
So it like fell over on its side?
The back of the train, the back cars of the train fell over on its side. Some of them haven't fallen over completely. And so it's sort of bent weirdly. So like one of the cars is kind of half fallen over as you get up to the front.
The important thing is they're not going anywhere.
No, you derailed the train.
One more important thing are the cars with those big guns on their side.
Yes.
Well, that's right. Yeah, that's why we wanted to flip
the two. The middle one and the back one are not in use anymore. The one in the front is still operational.
Yeah, so we took out 2 of the 3. So that's
you took two big cannons. Good for you guys. That's really important.
All right.
So this I need everyone to roll initiative essentially.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
Everybody, heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards.
Ah, shit.
Eh.
Could be better, could be worse.
Wait.
All right.
Did I
What do
get
people?
one? I didn't get one.
You gotta tell it to draw a card.
Do you get 10 of hearts?
I got 10 hearts.
6 of spades.
5 of hearts.
So, okay, and then I will pull. Okay, I believe spades goes before hearts.
Spades are always first, and I have no idea what the order is after that.
I think it's reverse, like.
Oh, is it reverse?
Reverse alphabetical.
Oh,
So
okay.
spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, spades, hearts, diamond, clubs. Okay. Luckily, the spades is the Lothari. So that's good.
Oh, because spades are like the highest suit. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why spades are the highest suit. It's weird.
It's just
Yeah, like in poker, it's like ace of spades is like the best card you can possibly have.
Yeah.
And I guess then they work backwards from there.
Lothari has 10.5, I'll say. After that, who got the 10 of hearts?
Me.
Cool. I'll have you control Galnese as well.
Okay.
This is less like personal right now. You're not only controlling your own character, so you can do something and she can do something. Galnese has magic, has blood magic, and also a rifle and a pistol.
Blood mages on 10.
Blood mages. And then who got the spades?
me.
Okay. I'm sure I spelt your name wrong. That is supposed to be. And then finally. Yeah. Okay. So guess who's first?
Yes.
Ilithari.
It's the partisans. They pulled the jack.
Oh, nice.
My boys.
So the partisans, they don't have a whole lot of like they have some. Actually, no, they have military gear. Never mind, they're fine. Yeah. So they are posted up on the defended side, and they will prepare because the others haven't gone yet.
Fire the
Um,
mortars!
Oh, you guys have a mortar.
We
You guys do have a
have
mortar.
mortars.
You do have a mortar. I forgot. Fuck. I forgot about you have a mortar.
Get him.
Yeah, mortars. Which I
This
believe
is-
was the
this is
Groton
what-
Waffer 36.
This is when we unleash the mortars and the Panzerfausts.
Right, yeah, they're gonna fire some mortars and panzerfausts. Yeah. It's just what they're gonna do. Well, a series of barrages of the mortars and some of your panzerfausts. You guys are pretty quickly running out of panzerfausts. So they're only one use.
Mm-hmm.
But they aim at the tank. They're aiming at the big gun that they have that's still operational. They're
Good
trying
target,
to
good target.
destroy that. So that's not a whole lot of damage. Panzerfaust is fucked. 48. Yeah. They fucking lay into this thing. The mortar lands nearby enough to rock the car. And some Panzerfausts. They all roughly make their mark except for one, I think, misses. The tank is still in operation, but it is looking very damaged. The Ulathari. You all get a message in your head from the Ulathard saying, ready to fire. And they're going to hold until people start coming out so they can. So they don't want. They want to wait until people step out so they get surprised.
All right.
After that, it is Tan and Galniza.
Tan is going to. I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna. Wait a minute. Okay, so do I have to if I concealed ourselves with Arcana, can I do I have to spend more to do the detect version? Because it's the same spell, but and it doesn't say, and I'm assuming it's probably I have to spend more power points.
You have to spend more power points to cast that. Yes.
All right. Ton's going to try and locate the wherever the matriarch is probably going to be located, and I think she will use a detect.
Absolutely.
Haha.
Ooh, fuck yeah!
See through walls.
You throw out the spell, and you detect a source of very powerful magic from one of the flipped cars.
So she's just gonna say to the Ilithari and Galniza, she's gonna point to that car. There, powerful source.
Wonderful. I posted in the our group chat what spells Gonza has, which is Blast, Boost Lower Trait, Fear, and Puppet.
Oh, I want puppet.
Or Bolt, I should say, not Blast, Bolt.
Well, there's nobody in range, so probably she'll probably boost a trait for herself.
Sure, let me just find. Let me just look at exactly what that does. Oh, okay. Sorry, my thing won't let me look at that boost. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. We gotten boost also trait. This allows a character to increase any target's traits by 1 die for a standard success or 2 with a raise. The effective trait can exceed D12. Each step over D12 adds +1 to his trait total. For example, someone who had 12 gets a D12 plus 2, yada yada yada.
And whatever stat she plans on using.
She will. Oh, let me look at her. She will probably boost her spell casting because she is a blood mage. So, let me just find that. So sorry, I had it and then it's gone. Spellcasting is a D10, so she's going to roll D10 and a D6. She does not successfully raise her own use a spell.
Can I spend a Benny for her?
How many bennies do you have left?
I have 2.
Yes, you. I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Sure. Oop.
There we go.
Oop, oop, oop.
Get that. Explosive dice. 11.
6, 11. So that is a raise. So her spell casting is now a D12 plus 1.
Nice.
Yeah. After that,
and then Ton will just kind of be tracking this power source and kind of getting into position and.
Sure. Do you lower your psychic shields to allow the Ilithari access to your brain?
Oh, you know what? That's probably a clever idea. Let's do that.
Sure. Yeah, you access it, and everyone you can see sort of flickering in and out, get very weak first, then getting stronger, is a glowing outline of a person that is standing up inside one of the trains. After that, it is the other team's go. Hatches begin to open. You hear the Ilithari telling you that emergency hatches are being opened. You see one of the big tank guns on top of the train is like swinging back and forth, kind of looking upwards, unable to do anything right now. But things begin to open. You hear the Ilithari open fire. They have a higher onto their shooting skill than the partisans. They have a D10. Okay. You hear gunfire go off as the people escaping the train will begin to roll their own begin to return fire. And you can feel one or two of the Elthari blank out, having been shot and killed in that moment. You watch as the powerful source of magic currently remains inside of the train. Sailafil.
Yes. Let's. What does reloading look like in this mech?
It takes
Or-
an action to reload. One action point. So if you do that, I believe you can't move if you do this.
That's fine. It doesn't say how many
Wait.
rounds were in that.
No, you have one. You have two people. So you'll get a -2 to fire if you fire this round.
Oh, okay.
But you can move because you have two people.
Yeah. So I'll give the command to get the reload started. Also, for just the FYI, Sailithil has had the command ability that should have come into play before, but I totally forgot because I thought it did something else. But
Sure.
everybody has a +1 to their spirit rolls to recover from being shaken.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, because it basically translates to her officer battlefield experience. You give clear instructions to the surrounding allies and enforce your hero's will upon them. Makes your character's compatriots more willing to fight despite their wounds and adds a +1 spirit. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the mech grabs another round, puts it in the back of the gun, and reloads it. Do you fire or do you just move?
Switching between the weapons, how does that affect things?
Since you only have two people, it will be also a
be
-2 because it's amount of time taken. Not yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, makes sense. If it's loaded, I'll go for it with the -2. That's fine.
Sure. Roll D10 minus your 2.
All right, so here's is gonna be without the -2 in there. Nope. Okay, it's a miss.
Yeah,
Benny's.
you fire. It
Benny's.
hits the ground.
Benny's.
Oh, Benny's?
Benny's.
Ooh.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. It just doesn't want
Not
to shoot. It doesn't want to shoot this time.
not this round. You fire. It misses. End last of the last end of the round. But Grigori, your turn.
Are there anybody that that are looking out to see what the hell's going on?
Yeah. You can see sort of in between the cars. There are some. They're trying to figure out where to hide. And some have discovered that if you can squeeze in between the train, you get some cover from both sides. Not a lot, but it's better than having no cover from one side.
Yeah, so he's going to use the fact that they're squeezing in the stuff so they can't move as quickly to fire into that.
Absolutely. Because you have a good advantage point, and I'm feeling generous. That hits.
I'm going to need to purge my dice. Great Gatsby.
6. That's 10 damage. So they are shaken. So that particular soldier is shaken and wounded. I will say, actually, not that
Oh.
particular soldier.
Oh, this does have an AP of 2, if that helps.
It does help. I will say this is less an individual battle and more of So each round will be we'll say you're attacking more than one person. I'll say because it doesn't make as much sense. So you spend some time, you fire, you hit some people. No kill shots, unfortunately. But they figuring out that maybe I'd find a new place. Anything else you want to do? And you want to move? Or do you want to continue to hide?
I will continue to hide here until somebody notices me.
Excellent. The partisans are out of Panzerfaust, but they still have a mortar. And they are going to fire. I will also say Oliver is leading the partisans because I forgot about him for a second. That is, I'm not supposed to roll d20 plus roll d8 for them.
Don't worry, so did Sailor. Bam.
I didn't forget about him. Just
About who?
That's true.
Not so snooky sentimental before battle. That's how your lover gets killed.
You hear the loud thunk as the mortar round fires into the air and falls. Unfortunately, not on the big gun, which is what they're aiming for. But you do hear some screams as it does land near some soldiers. So that's good.
Excellent. If we can't disable the big gun, we'll make too much chaos for them to know where to aim.
Yeah. Mortar lands. There's an explosion on the other side of the train. The partisans also fire at some of the men trying to hide and find some cover from the other side. A couple hits, 1 or 2, not many. Partisans aren't, they're doing their very best. After that, it is the Ilithari. The Ilithari will continue to fire. Okay, wow, they did a bit of damage there. They open fire. From what you can hear from them, things aren't going super well for those inside the train. It is Tan and Galniza's turn.
Well, our target is the matron. So we'll probably just take shots at like people in the vicinity and try to clear some out. Let's see how good I am at a gun.
Sure.
I've never fired one of these before.
It's alright, just breathe, point and shoot.
Play critical.
Not well, apparently.
No.
You have a D4 in shooting. It's just like a. What do you have? A pistol?
It's a revolver.
Yeah, you pull out a revolver, you fire. It
Just blink.
the recoil is not what you expect. You're like, oh shit.
Whoa.
Kelly's sort of pats your arm. What does she do?
She'll probably do the same thing, picking them off, and Tanshir is just like keeping eyes trained on that power source.
Sure thing. I will roll her shooting. It isn't great. Her shooting isn't super good, but she's want to save her magic for
Fucking
the.
mages trying to shoot.
Hey.
So that is a 10. That's 10. She will roll her wild magic, her wild die. That's only a 2, so that's 10. So it does hit. So I will just roll her damage here. She fires a couple rounds into a guy. He sort of crouches against the wall. It is their turn. They're gonna start to fire. Let's pull up their stats. Where is it? D6. Shooting isn't great. They're just normal soldiers.
The
Okay.
matron is refraining from emerging so far.
Oh, I know how to get her out.
The Elthari takes some more hits. Actually, I'll roll damage. Oof, okay. So the Elthari takes some hits, the parts take some hits. I'm going to, since you're within firing range, Tan, someone is going to try to shoot at you.
Sure.
That is own. What's your parry?
Parry is
Pretty high, I think.
Parry is only 4. My toughness is higher, but
Parry's a 4. Okay,
deflect is a -4 to their shooting. So
that is true. They don't hit. They fire a. You see a round sort of hit whatever arcane shield you've put up, and you sort of like. It's definitely scary.
Yeah, I am so glad I invested in this.
Yeah. Another round bounced off the arcane shield around Galneza. Someone's actually going to try to shoot at Grigori. That misses, and there's a tank, and they hit the tank with some rifles, and they realize
It's a tank.
that's a tank. You know what I completely forgot about?
Spider tank.
I completely forgot the spider tank. Okay, I'm gonna open up a second tab so I can have the spider tank stats up. So I'll have to switch between her and theirs and Galneza.
So the tigerback. Spiderback's on the other side of where
You are, yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so they're closer to the gun that's active.
No, you're not. They're not closer. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're on. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing it.
The tank, the active gun is roughly, I'll say, roughly in between. For like the purposes of this. Where's the one I picked for this? Was it the tiger? Here it is. And their weapon is the 75 L48. They're going to fire at the active gun, try to take that out. We'll do it in the next round because I forgot about it, and also forgot about the big gun. The big gun is actually going to fire at you, Rin.
Yeah, me in particular, not Jill.
Well, the tank.
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, it's that one. Okay. Let me look at the stats of your tank. Where? Oh, my bad. -2. Yeah, no, that does not, unfortunately, does not hit you. There's a boom and a round flies past your tank, and buries into the to the ground and explodes behind you.
Oof, they missed.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful. After that, you have shouted out the matriarch has not yet left. She's going to leave at this point.
Okay,
she's angry. Yeah. She will use an ability, and I'm going to look up that specific ability. Oops. This isn't working. Where in the hell is this? At the end of the spell list. Because this spell begins with a Z. Ah, okay. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, that's annoying. So sorry, trying to find this stupid spell. Okay, yeah, she cast the spell. We'll spend some power points to do so. She's a blood mace, so it works a little differently. Beautiful. And you start to hear sort of in between the explosions of various explosives and gunfires, horrifying moans. So you see some of the corpses begin to rise from the ground. And these zombies begin to walk, begin to move. 4 of which are approaching the partisans, along with Galniza and Tan. They will not reach you this round. They will reach you next round. Selathil, you watch as 4 undead creatures begin to move towards your allies.
Does it look like she's like actively controlling them?
You're guessing that she has resurrected these creatures as undead zombies, and has given them a command to attack.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Ligdon, gotta hit him with the flames.
But done. Thanks for reminding me. He's getting into position. You don't want to get shot.
Yeah, while carrying a big flame tank on your back.
Yeah, he's just like gotta move. So, Selathil, it's your turn.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
She is out of the train car and she is raising zombies.
She's out of the train car and she has raised a zombie. She's still on the other side of the train car.
On the other side of the train.
And there's still that cannon shooting at you.
There's still a big cannon shooting at you as well.
Alright, well, let's reload, take aim at the cannon, and deal with that. And then we'll start stomping our way towards her.
Sure.
I was just going to hit her with a high explosive round. But
I know exactly what you're going to do. But she was leaving afterwards. She's just like, all right, do I need to leave? Things are dying. I need to leave.
Time to go, yeah. So the cannon is priority because it's directly in front of us.
Yeah.
This will still be a -2, right?
No, -2.
So that would be a 4 at the very least, but I will do the Benny because I need to get this hit off.
Sure thing.
Okay, so it's 4.
4. Unfortunately, 4 is not enough.
Yeah.
You fire the weapon. It unfortunately misses. Unfortunately, it misses. So it flies off into the trees. And you begin to start to move to go around the train to look at the matriarch.
Yeah, let's get closer.
Sure thing. You begin to head around. You are in a vehicle, so you, I'll say you can get halfway there. In the next round, I'll say you can get around and be able to look at the matriarch directly. Gugori.
Can I see her now she's outside of it?
Roll notice check. Pretty high. Because she's still behind the train, but maybe she moves to a gap from. Unfortunately, no, you are not able to yet see her. You're still connected to. There is like one Ilithari like in your little bunker, like kind of like in the fetal position, kind of sitting next to you. That's like beaming you information, so you can see the outline of her, but you cannot hit her at this point.
I cannot roll higher than a 4. This is really starting to irk me. Well, I guess I'll shoot more people since I can't see her.
Absolutely.
Of course.
That is. Yeah, it's 3 raises. Uh, 14. Yeah, you get a couple headshots off. Boom, boom. As some more people start to fall and go down.
Would I have seen any of the undead since I can't see her?
Yeah, you see some undead.
I think he'll tell the one Ilithari guy, you know, if you see Ligdon, let him know they're coming.
Sure thing. Ligdon gets that. You hear Ligdon's voice go in your head. Go. I do not like this. Things in my head. After that is the partisans. They're gonna once again fire the mortar. Wow. They rolled good before. They rolled some raises last time. But unfortunately, the mortar once again misses, and I dropped that dice. And they will fire some more. Oh my guys! Oh, there's a good. Holy shit! One of them just rolled a 24.
Damn.
On their roll.
The absolute mad lad.
So just one gnome with like a big machine gun. It's going like, just like spraying it across and like just like shooting some shit.
Just a
His
gnome in
full
a nice
Rambo
his nice tailored suit, so he's like a gnome Tony Montana.
Kind of, yeah.
It's gnome Rambo. He's just got shirtless
just
and bandana.
an absolutely ripped, like fucking.
Oh no, it's a halfling ranger named Braden just shooting the shit out of everything.
I was gonna say it was just the gnome from the tailor shop. He's just an absolute.
He's a member of the Swolitariat.
The Swolitariat, I love it.
That's some niche shit. That's
Glorious.
Bros like to call themselves Swolitariat as jokes.
Oh, it's so good.
So, anyways, yeah, member of the Swolitariat just fucking shooting down some people, and it does get some down. You are weakening the matriarch. The Elthari will go. They will roll their D10 shooting dice. Ooh. Holy shit, that's a 24. And you are able to notice that the Ulithard has begun to move up from the front, from the back of his men, to directly engage the matriarch. As they continue to fire, honestly, not looking super great for the other forces right now. Tan and Gelniza, you guys are up next. Some zombies. You did see, zombies are going next.
Oh, the zombies are going next. I mean.
No, it's your turn. Yeah, I was going next, but it's your turn right now.
Yeah, but they're going after me.
Coming towards you, not you specifically, but your side.
Yeah, you know what I can do? I can counter her spell. So I'm going to cast a spell. And make those zombies not be zombies. Turn those zombies back into corpses.
Technically, you're killing them again. Just letting you know.
Alright.
That's fine.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Spell.
Yeah, roll your spell. 6, okay.
She has to be a 6.
Has to be a 6. I will roll. She is a wild card character. Pretty fair enough. She does not beat a 6. She rolled a 1 and a 2. Um,
So
you know what? She's going to use a Benny
of course she
and beats
is.
a 6.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Counter Benny.
she rolled a
Counter
10 and a
Benny.
5. As
Alright.
the zombies kind of freeze for a second and keep moving. Actually, what is next? I'm going to say is not the zombies. I'm going to say is your team, which I forgot about. They're doing some other stuff. Ligdon is going to let me look at this exactly here. Honestly, your team is not super designed for open combat like this. But Gabriel will fire. The only one who really is okay. Gabriel fires, shoots some soldiers, hits a zombie in the chest. The zombie keeps moving. Ligdon will move up. I need to go to page 52 to look at this fucking insane plan you have.
Would Gelniza prefer to target the matriarch or dim zombies?
At this point, she can't see the matriarch, so she'll target zombies.
Okay.
Right, yeah, I'll have her go after you. Yeah, he's going to roll. This is a D12. He's a D10 in his shooting. Unfortunately, actually, it's a cone, isn't it? Unfortunately, he sort of sweeps the flamethrower across, and misses. Actually, Alia will fire. She's not a good shot outside of a plane, but she rolled a. Oh, okay, pretty good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, she pops. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Yeah, she pops one of the zombies in the eye. And it falls. Pretty impressive on her side. Beautiful. Kelniza will go. She will cast the spell Bolt. And I believe that would hit. Let's see. Parry is. That does, in fact, hit. Let's look up. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Here we go. Bolt. That's 2d6. She'll spend 2 power points to do this, actually. Yeah, she hits twice. And then to hit the same target. 7 and 8 on different attacks. Okay. Hits the zombie twice. It's looking rough. So currently, one zombie is down, popped by Ayla, who took out the one that Gabriel shot. One of the zombies is really fucked up. There's still 3 zombies left. The other forces will go. They will fire first at the Elthari. Ooh, that's a bad round for the Elthari. Okay. The Elthari, you can feel some more fall in your brain as you're connected to them. The partisans take a couple casualties, but not nearly as bad. They rolled quite a few sixes on my end when attacking the authority. And they're going to fire first at Ton and Galniza. That's only a nope. That's nope. Doesn't hit. Ooh. 11 minus.
I'm sorry. Who's doing what?
I'm seeing if they've shot Galniza right now.
Who shot?
The other side. They're firing sort of at you guys right now. So, and my thing's been very, very annoying. There we go. Her parry is 5. Unfortunately, with that raise, that is not enough to protect her from being shot. We'll see if it does enough damage to. It does enough damage. 2d8. That's not good.
Even with the -4? Even with the -4?
With the -4. So her toughness is 5. Her parry is 5, I should say. They rolled an 11. -4. Which is not enough. Which is above her parry. Where's what the fuck they? She's not dead, but she is no longer conscious.
Okay.
Yeah. As she is hit in the chest with a round, and it's bad.
Okay.
So Ganiza falls to the ground. Again, not yet dead. I won't kill her outright. I also believe that's not how this game works. But it is in fact the matriarch's turn, who going to do something. Okay, good to know. She's not going to do. She's not going to do that. Yeah, actually, she's going to attack the Ulithard with Bolt, because she sees it coming up to her, and she knows what that creature is, and is real bad. No, she's not going to use Bolt. She's going to use Blast. So she's going to use.
Blast is short range. That means he's close.
Blast is it's a range of 24 feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, range of 24 feet, 48 and 96. So he's not close enough to get 24 feet, but no. She's going to use Bolt. She's going to use Bolt. She wants to hit him because she knows if she yeah. And is going to spend 3 power points to do this. And that's a D12, a D6. That actually misses. That hits. And that hits. So he takes a lot of damage there. He takes quite a bit of damage, but is still up. Salathil.
Yes. It's me. Hi, I'm here.
Hello.
I will actually spend this time to
Oop.
reload. Oop.
Nope. You're gonna be shot at by a cannon.
Oh, is it not my turn? Okay, sorry.
No, I
Cannon.
forgot about. I just forgot about because I don't have like a giant block for everything that happens on their turn. I just have the matriarch, and I
It's
just
all
do
good.
everything.
Fire away.
So it's going to fire at you, and that actually does hit.
Oh no.
Your toughness is 24, I believe.
Let me pull it up. Toughness. It's in here somewhere.
Oh no,
40,
no.
25, 25.
So the 40 is your front. 25, 25. Would you have kept your front to the big cannon?
I said we were advancing on the train, so probably.
Yeah. Okay. So it has to beat a 40. Not an easy thing to do. Weapons. So it's going to roll an armor-piercing shot. Try to bust through that thick carapace you got and do some damage to you. They roll real bad. So with that,
explodes.
the round hits, and your ears ring as the entire thing shakes. It takes you a couple seconds to like kind of gain your focus again, but you're not hurt. You are able to keep moving.
All right. What I was gonna say was we've spent the turn to reload this turn, and then we will continue. Is there like a? Can you take a preemptive aim action?
If you don't move, yes.
Yeah.
Because that's what's one of the edges I took at the beginning is I think it's like marksman, where as long as you don't like move, you can set up a shot to get a +2 on it.
So because there are two people in this thing, that's why you're able to reload, fire, and move, because that's not a thing you can do in this game otherwise. If you don't reload, I'll let you take aim, but so you could use like you could use your machine gun if you wish. But the main turret, no. If you want to use sort of one of your other guns, you could, but not.
Sure, I'll do a machine gun. Gotta get rid of some of these zombies, right?
Yeah, on the other side, you see there are actually more zombies on the other side than on the first side.
All right, I'm gonna aim for zombies and potentially the matron. So, oh boy, gotta figure this gun out now. Okay,
Sure.
new gun.
It's
new
the
gun.
MG434.
Yep.
MG34. So you can roll your attack. It's a D10 plus with a D6.
How many shots is it? I'm gonna roll out each one.
Rate of fire is 3. It's a 3.
So 3d10, 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
So first one. God bless it. Are you serious? All right, let's change. Let's change this up here. Let's.
Sure.
Okay, Daff. See, now it suddenly wants to work.
That hits something.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that will hit something.
Apparently, I need to just not type it in. Yeah. See, because it's still consistently not fucking up. Okay. So the first one would have missed. The second one is a 9.
That hits.
The other one would have been a 5.
5. Let me pull up zombies just to check them.
Just start sawing zombies in half.
You fucking might. Beautiful. Here we are. I never rolled the zombies from the other round. I'll do that after this. They're parry aside. You hit them with 2 attacks. And oh, fuck me.
Do you want a damage roll, or would just they're dead?
No, I want a damage roll. I want damage roll. These things are zombies. They take a little bit more MG32. It's 2d8.
All right. What 2d8?
2d8 damage.
2d8. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I just don't tell it to roll. So that's 13 on the first shot.
13. Got it.
There it is. It's a 3 on the second.
So the first shot goes off. The first sort of. I won't say like it's just like one round. Like it's cool. It's like a line of fire rips into a zombie's chest, and you see, in his stomach. You see like its guts spill out, and it keeps moving. It's hurt. The other one you hit, and it doesn't seem to slow the zombie down in any way. So one of the zombies over there is hurt, and you see the matriarch for the first time. What you it's a woman, and what you assume is a very, very nice dress that looks like it's made out of this like looks like someone has painstakingly wrapped her entire body in spider silk. Like there's a dress made out of this thing that's kind of wrapped around her, and she has this like beautiful like silver and with like very pale diamonds like diadem on her brow. Very beautiful woman. If her eyes weren't glowing red, and like a circle of blood of like this like forming magic circle of blood around her as she wields powerful and forbidden magics. And she turns and looks, and you can't hear her because you're in a tank, and she's like 40 feet from you. She goes, well, it's effective.
She's just like so calm about everything.
Yeah. She's a little frazzled, but she sees that the tank works.
That's frazzled. That's so calm.
Yeah.
Just
sigh. It is the zombie. I'll say the zombies will go because I forgot about the zombies, and they're going to attack. One of them is going to attack you, Tan. I need you to make a spirit roll with a -2.
-2.
A -2.
Okay. That is a 1.
So you are frightened, which I believe makes you now shaken.
Oh, well, I don't want that.
As you see a person, half their face is gone from an explosion. They have like these terrible chest wounds that are bleeding as they begin to move towards you.
Okay.
It is. What is? Okay, so he's going to make a swing at you. And I believe that is a -4 to all attacks, including melee attacks.
Yes.
But that is that is total a 6.
Oh, that hits.
In your parry is a 4, I believe.
Yes, so it hits.
So it hits. Fortunately, it's only a 1 as this thing swipes at you and does hit you, but doesn't do enough damage to hurt you.
Cool.
Yeah. So Sailthil's turn. Grigori, it's your turn. You see Tan being attacked by a zombie, and you see Galniza is currently down.
Shit. Do I see the matriarch?
Roll notice.
The high explosive round was just the distraction for Gori's bullet.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to see the matriarch. You have to get an 8. You have to get a raise to see her right now.
Then I will shoot zombie bothering Tom.
Roll your attack. Ooh, boy. That hits.
18
Holy-
damage. Fuck that thing.
18 damage. Its toughness, this one, in fact, was hurt. Is one that had been hurt. And so yeah, Ton, this thing is coming at you. And then you just see its head, the rest of its head, this part of its face, just explodes.
Ugh. Oh,
As you're
oh.
covered in person now, as this thing like kind of swings kind of wildly in the air for a second, and then just sort of like keeps moving and then kind of falls. And it's still like twitching and trying to move, but its body's too damaged for whatever magic was reanimating it to reanimating it to maintain any sort of intelligence.
Cool.
Yeah. Rigori, with that, you sort of switch some more targets and we get to pick off one or two
And
in the
all
area.
anybody can hear through their connected Ilithari network is, for the love of God, someone get Matriarch's ass out in view.
It is the partisans. One of the partisans, I'll say, runs up and grabs Galneza and sort of pulls her back further out of the way into some cover. Because seems like a good thing to do. Gotta protect your wounded. So they'll get one less roll on their shoot check because of that. Not a great round for the partisans. The Elthari will go. The Elthari. They do okay. Continues to fire. The Elthari are working very effective, but you do see Zelathil, quite a few of them have died at this point. They've taken a lot of losses. It is Tan's turn. Galneza is down.
Yep. So
You are currently shaken, so you need to
Remember your
have
+1.
plus
yeah.
one.
Yeah, spirit roll, I believe.
Oh no, that's not right. Spirit roll plus one. Hey, 6.
You're good. You calm yourself down. Galneza's hurt. You have to focus on that.
Yep. I'm gonna turn to her. I'm probably take out a tool and remove the bullet if I can, and place a hand and magic her back. Spell casting. I get a
Ooh.
I get a +2 to that, so that is
12 or 13.
13.
13. Okay. So that is enough to she is conscious and she's able to act, but she currently has, I'll say she has 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Yes, she was shot in the chest with a rifle. That took a lot out of her. And so 1 raise to keep her from dying, 1 raise to bring her back from unconsciousness, 1 raise to heal a wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Unless something in the spell says otherwise.
It heals a wound per raise, so yeah, if that's the deal, then
Yeah, I'm gonna say because she took 26 damage, and that brought her from fully healthy to dying, like in 1 shot. Don't have to spend some more time trying to heal her if you want her back at full right now.
okay.
Yeah. But she's okay. She's not in danger of dying right now.
Cool.
Anything else on your end?
Nope. I keep eyes trained on our target so that the Lothari can still have visual.
Sure thing. You heal the damage. She kind of like takes a deep breath in as you repair the damage that was done to her lungs. She kind of looks at you, frightened but happy. And you look down, and in your hands, covered in her blood, you see the bullet that you have extracted using magic.
Yeah, and I just say, I'm not letting letting you go that easy.
All right, yeah. Oh, she sort of like takes a second, and she's going to roll a spirit as well. She's a higher spirit, and she's able to act this turn. She's no longer shaken, and she's going to spend her turn having a mild panic attack. Just taking a second to breathe. Excellent. It is Ligdan's turn. Ligdan is going to what he's going to do. He's going to roll some weird stuff. Give him a second. Okay, it's a success. You watch as Ligdan climbs one of the train cars, and the glass, like the windows that were exposed, have been some of them have been broken, and he takes the flamethrower, puts it into one of the looks inside, sees there's some people inside firing out of the safety hatches. He's going to stick the flamethrower inside, and he's going to shoot.
Nice.
And he
Nowhere
definitely
to go, bitches.
He's definitely going to get a +2 on that, because absolutely. Oh no! Oh, that's bad.
He's cool. He's got bennies, right?
Oh,
It's fine.
he doesn't have any bennies. He's fine. It's bad for the people inside that car.
Oh no!
Yeah,
As
they're
the
in an oven.
and they're in an oven, and
And that
you can
flamethrower
hear.
ignores armor, so they could be the fucking Volk soldiers, and it's like, no, now you're just cooking in that armor.
Yeah, no, you hear screams as they are lit on fire, and he gets shot at and like leaps down because again he's like, he has a flamethrower and if that thing gets hit, he's going to explode. I played Call of Duty, I know what happens. That's what he does. He's going to another one of your strike force is going to fire at one of the zombies. They hit. They have a rifle. Ooh. Yeah, another one of the zombies goes down. Thanks to what is his name? I can never remember it. Gabriel. Then Ayla is going to shoot as. Oop, no, it's just a 5. Okay. No, she did not get that much. Okay, she didn't. I did my math wrong in my head. She does get a 22 against one of them. And fires and does a wound. So zombies on the other side, on your side, are starting to get weakened, for sure. It is the matriarch's turn. The matriarch, it sees the tank come around. Apparently, I need to do that. Oh, come on. Sorry, my there we go. Yeah, she'll do that. Okay, she's going to do that. She hits a D6. She's going to spend a Benny on that for sure. Oh. Okay. So she will not be able to lift the tank. Is Rin there?
He's coming back.
Okay.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
There he is.
Rin. She is not able to lift the tank with telekinesis.
Haha, get wrecked, bitch. Sorry.
She
Tear the
is
tail
going
off
to attempt to push the tank over.
Oh.
So I need you to make a piloting check, and you have to beat her score. Her roll.
What's my target number?
Her number is 10.
Oh, fun. $11. Get wrecked.
11. You watch as, again, on the ground, this growing circle, like it hasn't complete yet, of blood. And she reaches her hand out, and you feel something impact your vehicle, and it strains against it as you sort of plant one of the feet of the mech backwards and sort of push against it as she grits her teeth, stares at you, and just goes, and it's just you see burning rage as her hair starts to begin to float slightly as the circle gets closer to being completed. The big gun is going to attempt to shoot you. Oof, no, definitely not. Fires complete miss. The zombies. You see one zombie sees the big mech, knows it's moving, and like that's a living thing. Comes up to you and starts hitting the legs of the mech. As the zombies get close enough to start attacking the Athari. Some of the Elthari begin to, some more of the Elthari begin to fall to the zombies, as well as. Okay, better round from for the Elthari from the soldiers as they don't fire very well. And better round for the partisans. I'm starting to roll bad on my shots against them. That was the matriarch, the soldiers, the big gun, and the zombies. Went. Actually, do on that side. Not super great. Some more of the partisans begin to fall. The partisans are starting to look rougher. Salathil.
Yeah.
On this side, you can see probably around a quarter of the Elthari have died at this point. But good news on your side, a lot more of the enemy soldiers have died. It's getting down to just the matriarch and some of the Volk at this point. You see some of the other cars, some other people have come out. You see, one zombie that's, I'll say it, the zombie that's attacking your tank. You can see you can sort of look. There's like a viewport near the bottom. You look down, you see that the one of the zombies attacking you is dressed in like a general's uniform and is trying to hit.
Kill that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. But yeah, but the matriarch is in front of you. She attempted to throw your tank backwards, just unable to do so.
That didn't work out for her. All right. No. Did we finish the reload action?
I believe you did last round. Maybe. I'll say yes.
Yeah, because they was when they moved, they didn't fire.
I'm gonna take aim on her then, and make sure one of the guess what motherfucker rounds is loaded in when she.
Everything. Is that one of the high explosive ones?
Yeah, I want to hit her with the high explosive.
Gonna X comment where you put the gun like 3 inches from her face and it says 95%.
Listen.
My God, dude.
We know it was really
now
2%.
that you said it.
All right, if you get that close, you're gonna get your shit wrecked. It's a 3.
She said it. That's a fucking 3. All right, my last penny.
It's for your thing. Come on, motherfucker.
5.
That's higher.
4. 5 and a 4.
You fire this round. It's one that gets about motherfuckers. She holds her hand up, and about a foot away from her, the round stops in midair and then falls harmlessly to the ground.
Oh, that's still a live round. Somebody shoot that.
I was gonna say, well, you should have shot the ground because it would have blown up and hit her with the explosive radius.
Oh no! You shot it at her to close enough to hit her, and she
Yeah.
stopped the round.
Yeah, I know.
I shot it at her, and she stopped it. But yes, I should have shot it at the ground.
There is a live round.
Can I see this round on the fucking ground?
Roll a notice check, motherfucker.
God damn it! Look at something, Grigori. Swear
You're
to fucking
good at
God.
noticing. You should be able to get a raise.
It's a 6.
It's not a raise.
Ah.
I can see the rage in Frost's eyes.
It's so angering that I can't roll anything over than a fucking 4 in
I
this.
know, you just need a 6. It's not that hard. Anyways, there are some more zombies. There are 2 zombies here that are still going. They're looking rougher. They've been shot at by the partisans as well.
Yeah, thin the herd, I guess.
Yeah, thin the herd.
Stupid zombies. This is a +3 to hit, by the way.
Yep. Fucking, you
There,
just so much.
goddamn.
Tan, you watch as the other two zombies both fall. One you fire, and like rips out like part of like this section of their body, and they just can't move anymore. And you just like blast one of their heads off. Just you hear the loud tongue of a round impacting the steel helmet. And it doesn't like pierce the head. It actually like indents the helmet far enough into the brain that it does enough damage, and the thing just falls, and it's like twitching and moving still.
Okay.
Top of the round, it is the partisans. The partisans are doing okay. I know a lot of their friends have died, but the enemy's looking rougher. They're going to move closer, and they're going to in order to hopefully. Holy shit! Oh, yeah.
Just throw a pineapple grenade at the live round on the ground.
No, they're throwing grenades. They're firing weapons and they're throwing grenades. And they're moving closer. They're closing in on the train. And they did really well that round. Not a single one of them missed, and so whenever they go, I'm rolling 4 checks. And one of their checks, 2 of the checks they rolled 8s, and one of those 2 they roll 8 on rolled an 8 twice. Then rolled a 7. So they're rolling really, really well. It is the Elthari. Elthari's turn. They have a higher firing. Okay. Half the checks are success. They're doing pretty good. The Ulathar is going to get close enough to attempt its to break the connection with the thralls. Okay. She's going to go, and she's going to attempt to resist this, and succeeds. Succeeds wildly. Beautiful. Han, Galisa is okay. She's she's not okay, but she's alive. She's not actively dying. But it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna do what I do best and heal the wounds.
Sure thing. That is a raise. Yeah. You are able to put a hand on your partner, and they breathe a little bit easier as their last 2 wounds are in fact healed.
And I think at that point, I'll help her up if she needs it, and we've got no more zombies bothering us, so I'm gonna start closing in on the matron. See if we can.
Sure. You begin to head up. Galisa is slower than you, because she's an amputee. Where is my? There it is. And she's going to use some power points and do bolt. As a hit. As a hit. Should be one more. And that is also a hit. Okay. Okay, she's able to kill one soldier and take them down as they begin to turn their weapon towards you as she sort of starts limping up behind you. The strike force will go. Oops, I did that wrong. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, then he will roll. Excellent. You hear the continuing of the screams from the burning train car as Ligdon turns the flamethrower on some more people, and they start to scream. Ton, I need you to roll a spirit check against your fear.
Right. I see
Yeah,
fire now.
you couldn't see the fire in the train car because you see a bunch of people get lit in fire by Ligdon.
Oops. Shit, what did I do?
Spirit.
Here we go.
Plus,
Spirit.
you get a +1 against fear, Rin?
Sorry?
Did you get a +1 against fear?
No, it said just the
Shaken?
for being shaken.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you
With a
see
minus,
this.
With a -4, it's a 5.
The 5, that is a success. You are not.
I'm just
You're
like,
panicking. Your heart's going, but you're able to keep moving. As you have some flashbacks to the hospital you used to work at when it started to burn down. But Gulnese is there. She's behind you. Your friends need you. This is the last push. You could win. Top of the round. It is the matriarch. What is the matriarch going to do?
hello. She can try to magic me.
She's not trying to magic you right now. She can't. You're not there yet. Your next round, you can squeeze through. Will she do that? No. I won't use that. No, what? She's going to attempt to throw the tank backwards again. She won't spend a Benny. So that's beat a 10 once again, Rin.
Beat a 10 once again. On
Beat a
my
10 once again.
pilot, let's go.
Violin check. Which I don't think.
No, it's just a D.
Ooh. Yep. The tank, you feel the impact once again. She puts a little bit more power behind it, and your mech gets thrown back a little bit, and falls onto its back. You have to what exactly will happen? I get out of that will happen on your own turn. She does that. You watch the circle get closer. Whatever she's doing with this blood, it's going to happen soon. The soldiers will go. The last of the zombies will actually the last of the zombies will go first. Okay. They attack some more of the Ilithari, but honestly don't do that great. The soldiers will go. You see, at this point, she's essentially down to her bodyguards. Not many. Just the Volk at this point. And not good. They're being boxed in. They are starting to surround their leader and try to protect her as she attempts to finish the last of this. Big Gun's going to go and attempt to shoot on the ground. I'll give them a +2 because that's, I think, is only fair, and that does hit. And they're going to use an armor-piercing round. So, I will say from now on, they hit. Well, I'm gonna roll something to see if they hit your front or your back, front or your side. Okay. They hit your side, unfortunately. So your tank has 1 wound. So you're officially at -1 for any actions you take with the tank. As the Selathil, you are on the ground. You need to make a piloting check to stand back up and succeed on it.
23. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Or was that
You're back
last
up.
round?
Nope.
You kip up?
Yeah, you somehow kip up a robot.
I
Just
kip up
just
the robot
hydraulics.
and we lock in another round at the same time in the foot.
Yeah, absolutely. With a 23, yeah, absolutely. You have a round. You have a -1 to hit this person. Parry isn't like super high.
Just need to not fuck up the roll. All right.
Yep.
You fire one shot just to right yourself back up, and then immediately take another.
Quick, shoot the round that's already on the ground.
There is a round nearby.
Yeah,
There's
actually,
a
that's
live
a really
round.
good idea. I'm gonna shoot at the live
Roll a
round.
notice. Roll a notice check to see if you notice a single round on the. It's a big round, but you're also in a tank, and it's.
It's 5.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not?
All right. I'm aiming for the round with another
Aiming for
high
the round, yeah.
explosive. So this
I will
two high
say
explosives.
if you get like a certain raise on this, you're still shooting her, but if you get like high enough, I'll let you detonate the other one.
11.
11 is not high enough to detonate the second one, but it is enough to hit her and the
That's
Volk.
fine.
So roll your height, which is I think is 48 or 68. Let me look.
Yeah, because you said the piercing was 10.
The piercing was 10. It was 10d4. Yes. But you said high
42.
explosive. It's 48.
Even if you don't hit her, she's got a lot of dudes surrounding her that you can take out.
Damn.
21. There is a massive explosion. You see her at the last second, like kind of move it out of the way a little bit, and it explodes. And you watch as probably 2 of the Volk are instantly killed. Some others are very badly hurt, to a little bit farther away. And you see she is injured by that, for sure. Probably not as much as a regular person standing near an explosion of that size, which isn't surprising. But it hurt her. It definitely hurt.
Good.
Yeah. Grigori, roll a notice check, bud. You have 2 bennies.
I know, but I want to save it for when I could have shot her.
Do you want to move? Or
I'm
try and
I'm gonna use one.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, you see her.
Just how very nice.
Yeah. That explosion, her entire group moves, and you get a shot at her.
Excellent. Now I will take a shot.
15. You fire the gun. It does hit her. It does hurt her. She has taken currently 2 wounds. It is the partisans. They will continue to fire. Yeah. Okay. They begin to. I may be forgetting. They're gonna fire They're gonna fire a fucking mortar at that big gun. The mortar does strike the train car, but does not do enough damage to permanently disable that big gun. The Lothari are going to go. Big Man is going to try and once again sever the connection between the matriarch and her thralls. That's a high roll. That's an 11 and a 2. That's an 11. She's going to attempt to. She's going to spend a Benny.
3 bennies for her.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. She has the edge where she has like 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
That is just a success. She had to spend a Benny, and she rolled a 5 and a 6 on her wild die. She resists the severing of the connection. Han, this round, if you move, you can get within sight of her.
She's still got blood swirling around her.
The circle of blood is still there, and it is probably it's bad. Going to be bad if she finishes it, and it's almost finished.
Okay. With my knowledge of blood magic, can I like reach out and like interrupt that like swirl of magic and
Roll a
attempt to dispel it?
Seems like a dispel.
Yeah.
It is a magical effect. This is
All right. Here we go.
You're going to attempt to resist this.
Of course.
I believe you have 1 Benny
I
left.
do. Let's see what we can get. It's a 9.
9, so she has to beat at least a 9. That is a 9. She rolled a 9 on her d12 as well.
What's that mean?
She succeeds.
Succeeds.
Damn it!
She beats it. Yeah, meets it, beats it.
If I take a wound using blood magic, can I
Try again.
Yeah, can I bump it up?
I will let you try. I'll let you roll again for sure. Taking a wound with blood magic. Yeah.
Okay.
It's cinematic as fuck.
Come on. 10. Yes.
10. Okay, that's hard. That's harder for her to hit.
Yeah. So I think there's just like Sorry, go on. I want to see if she resists this.
Okay. So she's going to use her last Benny.
She got 4.
She has 3. She's going to use 2.
She used 3.
Has she used 3? When did she use 3?
She used 2
1 just
2 to resist the Ilithari, and
she only used 1 for that. She only used 1 to resist. She succeeded the first time.
Okay.
She used it to resist. So she has 1 more. So her last 1.
Hey, it's okay. Galnese is next.
Yeah.
She could surprise out of nowhere this matriarch.
So you do not cancel the spell, but you do slow it. You do halt it for a round. She's a much more powerful spellcaster than you.
Yeah.
And she's able to maintain this spell. But you are able to slow it down. Yes. And she kind of looks at you.
And there's
her
just, like,
eyes.
Tears of blood.
Yeah, you see, she also tears of blood. I was literally about to say that she's like she's bleeding from her eyes as well. She looks you in the eyes. She kind of tilts her head at you.
Hello.
Realizing you use blood magic as well. It is Ligdon and the Strike Force. Oh, it's now Ligdon and the Strike Force. They're all on a roll. Holy shit, Ligdon. Nope, no, that's the wrong dice for him. He's a D10, not D12 for shooting. Okay. But the other 2, they're both high. Okay. They're able to They are starting to pick off the last of the people, sort of in the other trains. They're sort of moving from train to train as a group. You hear screams and echoing gunshots as they sort of run up to emergency hatches and doors, and sort of fire in and let lead on, and then like put the flamethrower and just sweep across. This is turning it quickly into a massacre.
Do I need another spirit roll?
Yeah, roll a spirit roll. Yeah, roll a spirit roll for me.
I freeze up.
You freeze up.
I am shaken.
You freeze up. Actually, Galnisa is going to go. I forgot about Galnisa.
Yeah.
She's going to
She
go.
comes crawling back in.
Yeah, she kind of limps up very slowly. And she's going to use Bolt. She's running a she's going to use Bolt. It's currently D12 plus 1. She's going to use multiple attacks. Leader points. Okay. The matriarch sees Gunley's approach, and Tan, you see that she recognizes Gunley's. They've probably met in the past. She tilts her head. And you hear the matriarch say out loud, "So, a traitor has come to kill me. Do your worst." And Galniza fires off a bolt and does. Let's see how much. Because my brain, I'm getting tired, and my brain can't do math anymore.
Do your worst. Bang. Oh, fuck. I wasn't serious.
Oh no, that was your worst.
That's really bad. Ow! Salafil, so you did 21 damage. Galniza does 22.
God damn
Holy
it. One up
shit.
bitch.
With one bolt.
No, I'm fine with it. Let's go.
She gets spirit gunned, man.
Yeah, she holds up her hand and bolts of this sort of sickening energy. She's still a blood mage. She's on her way to being good, but she's still a blood mage at heart. Impact the matriarch's chest as a matriarch. The blood circle does disappear. Matriarch is alive, kind of falls, and starts coughing, and blood spurts out of her throat as the circle of blood disappears. Salafil.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right.
You see the Volk are still there. They're still fighting their best.
I feel like you guys have her under control then. Rigori, you have an opening.
I'd hope we have her under control.
Shoot her in her fascist balls so we get the X-ray shot.
Shoot her in the lady balls.
Gonna wanted curve. I'll spend my last penny to wanted curve around the train.
I'll turn the machine gun on the Volk.
Absolutely, roll your attack. You have three shots with this.
8 or an 8.
Fuck. It's an 8 and an 8. You have 3, so you go.
7.
Yep.
9.
Okay. So the first and last one hit.
Okay. And what did you say the damage was?
4? I have it right here. The machine.
Something.
MG42. 2d8.
2d8. Okay.
Yeah.
8.
8
and 12.
Jesus. Yeah, you fire on the Volk. You injure, you wound a couple. But they are trying to sort of close rank around their leader and protect her. Grigori, you have the shot at a -2 because the Volk have gathered around the matriarch, but you can take a shot.
Oh, let's see. I will re-roll that with my last.
You fire. I'll say you hit one of the Volk. You roll damage.
Just like, ah, shit.
There, you, Town, you can see like the muzzle flash of Grigori's gun as one of the Volk's head snaps back and kind of falls and falls on top of the matriarch.
I don't know why that was funny.
It's kind of
Just
funny.
this very loud, angry yelling and draconic.
You just hear,
Fuck!
oh, holy shit. Okay, so it's a partisan's turn.
Oh, please let Rambo Gnome kill her. This would be the greatest thing.
Rambo Gnome does not kill her, but the Rambo Gnome does come around having like, rolled at 26 to hit. And just has taken a machine gun from somewhere, probably off a soldier, like a really big one, and is now has fully become Rambo. And the Volk fall to his might as the Othari approach to assist in this moment. Oh my god. Okay. One more thing. The Uthard comes closer, and you can all feel like this psychic energy radiating off of him, trying to separate the still alive matriarch from her thralls, and actually succeeds. He rolled really bad, and she rolled a 2 and a 1, and there's no bennies to resist. As she's cut off from her magic. Ton, I need to roll another spirit.
Yep. This is to recover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 5.
That at your minus from your fear?
No, 1.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Wait a minute.
or is that not how that works?
It did a -1
From your wound.
from wound.
So yeah, you rolled a 6 and then minus the 1 for your wild die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it adds the -1 already.
Alright, so I'm still shaken then.
God, he's still shaking. Oh wait.
An unshake roll.
No. So that isn't how that works. Actually, I'm sorry. So you're not shaken right now. You just take a -4 to all your rolls because you are in presence of your fear.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's so shitty as fuck, but you're not. You can still act. You're not shaken.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun. I just wanted to read to make sure.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna. Gosh, we have to finish her. So, Tom's gonna reach out again, and now that she's vulnerable, she's gonna attempt. This may actually be her first kill if she succeeds.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to do the blood magic-y thing where they have to make a bigger test, and they get a wound, and I take a power point.
Sure thing. So that is, I'll have you roll your spell casting versus hers.
Yeah. So. Nope. That's not happening. That's a -1.
She has to roll a 1 on her d12 and a 1 or 2 on her d6. That does not happen. She's fine.
Okay.
What Strike Force is what Strike Force does. We'll move over to the Matriarch's turn. The Volk at this point, having all are routed at this point. It is the Matriarch's turn.
It is Galnisa's turn.
It is Galnisa's turn. That's right.
You got this?
Oh, what does Gal need to do? I'm going to roll. Okay. She attempts to shoot the matriarch and unfortunately misses. So the Strike Force continues to rout any soldiers still remaining in the other cars. It is the matriarch's turn. The matriarch is bloodied, has a big gunshot wound in her shoulder from Gogori, burned and slashed up from shrapnel and fire from the explosion, and is just and also has like these sickening like weird marks, kind of like pulsing on her body from the bolts from Delniza. And she looks up at you all and just smiles at you. And you see in her hand she has a syringe, and she puts it in her own neck, squeezes, and then falls lifelessly to the ground.
You're gonna Sudoku after all this?
I doubt that was a way out.
Oh no.
On.
Yes.
Do you... Well, is anyone... Actually, Ton, you're the only character nearby that isn't in a tank. Do you approach and see what the syringe was?
Yeah, she's a medical professional. She can probably figure it out.
Roll... This would be roll
She would do
roll
it
healing.
possibly.
Just don't get Ava-Brond, okay?
Yeah.
Super devil juice.
Healing 15 minus 4.
15. 15 minus 4. That's 11. That's a lot. Looking at the label on the side, it was a potent mixture of several drugs to commit suicide with. You cornered her. You killed her men. You were about to kill her, and she did not allow you to have the honor, and instead took her own life.
I don't need honor. Just that you're gone.
Yeah. You as you roll over her body, you see there's foam coming out of her mouth. There's blood from her nose and her ears and her eyes.
Well, I'm gonna take her head for good measure.
You take her head for good measure?
Yes, you always chop off magic bitches' heads so they don't come back.
That's fair. You cut off her head, partially out of revenge, partially out of really like practical survival.
Yeah, it's incredibly practical. Like, the moment she gets a look from anyone, it's like, no. Magic people have a way of coming back. Take her head.
Yeah.
There's probably gonna take like the crown or something that's iconic of her, so that they can show that she was
She's dead?
defeated.
Plus her head.
Yeah, plus her head.
Plus her head.
And she'll just hold it in the air so everybody can see.
Yeah, a cheer from the partisans goes up from Oliver. The remaining Ilithari. The Ilithari were hit hard during this. There were about 50 of them. There's probably about 15 left. They don't cheer. They simply begin to leave, along with the Ulithard.
Before they leave, she'll offer to do medical treatment for everybody, and she'll spend the rest of the day just doing that.
Sure. I assume you all leave the area. Yeah, you begin to leave the area. You notice that Oliver, during this, before you have any chance to talk to him, has left. But yeah, you all leave the area. You offer to perform medical services for the Ulothari. They refuse. And the remaining of them get in or on the tank they have, and they leave. They begin to leave there. What what is your plan for right now? You guys just killed the matriarch.
Probably spend a minute soaking it all in.
Yeah. No one knows about it right now. You have a second to collect yourself and plan what your next step is right now.
As she's treating the wounded, she'll probably just ask out loud. So, are we going to march into town and just show everybody?
Grigori's probably come out of his little hiding spot by now and made back. He's just like looking at the one bullet he had left in his clip for you to have to reload. Well, first thing we should do is get a drink.
Agreed.
Then we decide what to do.
I suppose now would be the most dramatic time to make our presence known.
One of the parts leaders comes up to you and says, "So the plan is to just march back into the city with the heads of the matriarch and be like, oh, we killed her."
Because we need probably more subtle, because all loyal people to her would probably not appreciate you walking in with head.
I think that they'd probably shoot you on sight. And we did a lot of damage here. I don't think you could take an entire city. I think that's the whole point of us being out here, honestly.
Well, the point was to keep her from getting more powerful than she was here.
Aye.
Well, I wonder if people will notice, because if anybody who joined military had to be thralled to her, would they notice with his connection broken now?
He shrugs. Gunny's is unable to tell since her connection is already broken. Yeah, you all, I assume you guys head back to the city to rest and recuperate. Since you're actually only one of you is wounded. Well, yeah, only one of you has gotten a serious wound. In this good old fight of yours.
It was self-inflicted.
And it was self-inflicted. You guys are smart. You guys stayed down. You guys were tough. You guys stayed in the tanks. You guys planned a really good thing. You guys didn't do it in the city, which is a really, really good move, because that circle would have been completed a lot faster.
I'm sad Ilithar didn't decide to hang out with us and just be our friend in the shadows.
Look, I have expected him to ask for the head so he could eat the brain before leaving.
No, you don't know what he's up to.
Insight check.
Roll notice check. Sure. See what you think.
Let's see if I can see anything now that I'm not in my camping spot.
16. Yeah, with a 16, Grigori, you it took a lot of casualties. They're probably going to go rebuild their numbers.
Just
Probably join the community. Join the community. Join the community.
Probably to that one that was in the hiding spot with him the whole time when he goes to join the rest of them, like, stay crazy, you guys, and take care.
Yeah. And remembering what caused the people to sort of give up their individuality in the first place, you probably assume it involves some form of torture to break someone to be willing to give up their individuality like that. So not pleasant. They're not good people.
Turn around, sniper shot. No, I'm just kidding.
They're gone at this point. You guys return to the city. To rest. You hide your tank again. You return. Oliver's nowhere to be found. Even if you go back to his little spy spot, He's not there. Galniza doesn't return to her job. She mostly hangs out in the hideout. And do you guys do any big fucking like announcement of some kind to be like, Matriarch's dead?
Do we think that's a good plan?
Mhm.
Shake their numbers?
Could get the partisans to make something nice.
Sure.
Big banner you could drop down on some building that everyone in town could see.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Maybe hang the bloody crown on it.
Yeah. Big, yeah, couple days after, propaganda is started to spread around town. And from a very large, sort of very famous building. Do you guys give them the head to do something with?
Probably dispose of that.
Sure, you guys get rid of it, sir. Yeah.
Oh no, wait. They were expecting it to. They were expecting the Empress to come in via train, right?
You
That
just
was
have the train ride back in.
With a single parcel for whoever is currently the head of military head of military there.
That's really, really good. Yeah. A couple days later, a package arrives to the current leader of the city, leader of actually the governor of the country, the military governor of the country. Inside is, I assume, the crown.
The crown
Or the
on
head.
top of the crown on top of the head with a piece of paper that just says "Hail Hydra" on it.
And then when they look up from their desk outside, that the banner like rolls out on
Sure
the
thing.
outside of the building, and they just see a bunch
Yeah.
of people wearing gas masks collectively staring down.
Yeah. Quickly the news spreads that the matriarch is dead. And very quickly the sort of organization of the empire starts to collapse a little bit. Probably about 3 weeks after that, as you guys sort of like struggle to like make sure like you guys keep people safe. Honestly, a lot of the soldiers started like, well, things are not going great, and a lot of them start to kind of make street gangs. But about 3 weeks after the head in a box, after you seven a guy,
Hey,
uh,
if they're making street gangs, and I'm in position to set up a pseudo mafia, can I like hire my own thugs?
a lot, yeah, sure. If you want to have like a combat against them, like street violence via street violence, you absolutely can.
Yeah, we're the vigilantes.
Yeah, you start doing some crazy shit. One day you are all in the hideout. The radio is playing in the background, not an uncommon occurrence. And it's just some music being played. And the broadcast cuts out, and a new voice starts to play. You hear a man with a accent from the Commonwealth say, says, "People of the occupied territories, my name is General McTavish of the Commonwealth, Admiral McTavish of the Commonwealth Navy. We are here to help." And you learn that, but a day earlier, being kept quiet, a joint naval invasion by the White Isles and the Commonwealth landed on the northern shores of occupied Fostral, and have begun. Paratroopers have begun dropping in as a full sea invasion has begun to push back the Empire. With the death of the matriarch, it seemed like not like a prime time to push back. That's where we're gonna leave you guys as you learn this news. And we're gonna cut very, very briefly as we end near the end of our session with Rin actively falling asleep.
It's that time.
Yeah, it's that time. I can tell. That's how I time it. Deep below the earth. Our camera zooms across an ocean of water that does not move. It is black, and what horrors lie beneath it, no one knows as we cross the sea of unbroken glass deep in the Underdark. In the capital city of the empire, as it starts to devolve into squabbling houses and wannabe warlords start to rise up. Deep beneath the palace, behind a locked door, behind another locked door, is a large box suspended by chains above a bottomless pit. The box begins to shake as whatever is inside of it wakes up. It pushes against the lid as the chains groan and the wood of this coffin begins to weaken and snap. As a woman, beautiful drow woman, emerges from the coffin, effortlessly levitates to the edge of this room, looks around, back at her coffin as the chains snap and fall, tilts her head and says, "Well, I guess my sister is dead." And as she speaks, you notice, the audience and the players notice, that two very large fangs descend from her top of her jaw. And she kind of tilts her head up and listens for a second and says, "Well, I'm guessing there's a bit of a power vacuum. This is going to be fun." That is the end.
You know, for a moment,
Yes.
for a moment, I thought she had cast clone. I was like, motherfucker.
Nope.
Just behind the locked door, 700 tubes sit there with her floating and one opens.
Nope. Even worse, it's her vampire twin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Time to do what Dragonborn do, seduce her.
Yeah. But since we are running a little bit over, we're just going to wrap this up because I do need to go to bed because I have work in the morning. So thank you all for watching. This is, of course, the end of Diesel Dragons, but we will have something in production for a new show to fill this time slot soon. It sounds like the idea is Starfinder, and Rez said they're going to join, so let's see what happens. What?
An Arc might be able to
join.
an
Arc too.
Oh, yeah, Arc too. So that's going to put us in a big group here. Cool.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, Arc did say that. I totally forgot. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, average size group.
Yeah, good size.
Yeah,
group.
5 people. That's good. That's good. That's good group size.
Stay tuned for that, everybody. Get excited, and I'm going to go to bed. So everybody have a great night.
Night.
Yeah. Night.
Careful.